there is a system and units, right? So this is how you identify, need another one, okay, that's system and units. There's one system, how many units? 4, right? And then there are 4, how many units? 16. This is now, guys, basic training now, a little bit. And then there is what? 8 systems, which is 32. And then there is 35. Okay. For the new people, how many units?
140.
How many? I knew the Chinese would get it right away. Okay? They were so good in math than the Koreans, right? The Koreans and the Chinese, very good in math. Always 100 points. Because I went to school with them in the Philippines, and always 100 when it comes to math. Filipinos, never mind, okay? So anyway, so in this scenario, you have the 4 packages. The most popular one is the 1 system and the 4 system. But let's take a look how much the cost. For a system, it is $370, folks. This is how much it costs you when you join the business. Now, some people don't want to join the business. They want to be a customer, right? So don't get confused with what we call it the membership. If you join today, you pay a $29 lifetime membership. You get a $10 discount. So sometimes in the paperwork, you confuse, it says 39, right? 39 when you don't join. If you become a customer and you want to join and upgrade yourself, it becomes 39. So if you join now, you save $10. Are we clear with that? So how much is $3.99? And then of course we have to pay Uncle Sam, we have to pay UPS, we have shipping and handling, roughly about $50. So we're just going to stick with the $450. This is how much you get started with one system. I need an eraser. Okay, I guess this is the eraser.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need about $450 out of your pocket to get started, and the product will be either shipped to Reno or Las Vegas. Why is Las Vegas or Reno? Because they're closest to California, right? Hopefully by the end of this month, we don't have to do that anymore. We're going to ship directly to California. And you know what? Some people say, man, I have to wait till that happens. And that's up to them. But to me, in September, I says to myself, this is my opportunity to beat those people that would like to wait and be convenient. I would like to take the inconvenient to drive all the way to Las Vegas, and it all started right now. Almost 400 people in my team now.
Wow.
So when the California open up,
Wow.
we already have a head start, and you guys are part of this, right? So now let's take a look at somebody. Let's take a look at our first time. First time people, sir, it's your first time?
Yeah,
today?
yes.
What's your name?
Long.
Long?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Long says, all right, let's say Mr. Long is my cousin, and then I talk to him about this. Remember, it's about sharing the business and the product. First, it's the product. So Mr. Long says, oh, I like it. By the way, you guys have seen the light bulb? And the smell thing? Have you done that test, right? It's impressive. It's a demonstrable product. So Mr. Long says, I would just like to start with 4 units, okay? So Mr. Long, that will cost you about $450 out of your pocket. And guess what? So with that, this company came out with a great idea to help us, all of us. Because in this company, they decided to help us by, if you decide to go for the 16 units or 4 system, here's what happened. How much is, oh, by the way, I forgot to put the price. This is $450 now. This is $1,200. This is $2,000. And this is a whopping $8,000. Okay, this is just basic stuff right here. So, Mr. Long, if you decide to go for the 16 units instead of 4, it's $1,200. But the company says, okay, we're going to help the people. We'll divide it into 2, so 600 to 600. Now, what do you mean by this? Because of this program, we're going to finance the remaining 600. You can start with 600 first. In the next 30 days, today is what? December 18? 18, right? So you have until January 18 to pay the remaining 600. So you have 30 days, okay? So now, we will finance you this 600 with no credit check. Is that cool? Now, plus, without credit check, you don't even have to have a credit card. As long as you have a Visa, MasterCard, they will charge that on the 30th day. So that will be January 18th. Now, you have 30 days to come up with the 600. Here's what happens. Some people will be scared, right? If you sell this product at $120, you only need 5 of these, then you get 600. See, can you sell 5 of these for 30 days to get the 600 bucks? Let me show you this. It's not that hard, but let me show you even an easier way to get your money. Would you be interested? That's one way. Now, so Mr. Long says, okay, now here's why. Why would you want to go for the finance? Here. Which one do you think is a better way to do this business? Having 4 units or having 16 units?
16.
16, because look at her. She's using 3 to 5 units in her room. So when you buy 4 units only for yourself, how can you do business when you have no product to share, right? Especially when the products, it's taking a little bit longer with the ship to California, to Vegas. So let's say Mr. Long decided to do it. How much would you add up, Mr. Long? Only $200 more. So look at this. For $200 more, instead of getting 4, you get 16. So the total is about $650. Is that a better deal? Now Mr. Long says, no, I don't want to do the 1600. I just want to start with the 450, right? He's kind of stubborn. He's my cousin. They don't listen to family anyway, right? Friends will never listen to you. They think they're just going to make money from you. Now, here's what happened. Mr. Long, okay, why don't you give me your 450 bucks? I put my 200 in my credit card. I'll use my credit card. I'll pay the remaining 600. You keep the 4, and I will keep the 12. Remember, 16 units. Would you allow me to do that? I keep the 12 units. You keep 4. You pay 450. I pay the 200. You wouldn't allow that, right? Would you look for the next $200 to get 16 units, right? So basically, that's the strategy. It's called take away. So if you still not do it, you know what? Most people will say, okay, I'll do it, and let me get another $200. So at this point, here's what makes this compensation plan very simple. Whether you came in at the 450 or 8,000, if you bring a brand new person in this company, how much do we get paid? See, I want audience participation, especially for the members. 130 bucks, Mr. Long. Remember, you only paid $370 for the system. Look, you're getting paid $130. Is that a good return for working you're sharing this business? Right? But that's not only that. Let me show you how to make $500 per person. Would you be interested?
Yes.
Okay. You never heard that before, right, Ms. Wang? Okay, $500. Okay. So, Mr. Long right here decided to have a presentation at his house. Or maybe talk to 3 people in one day. I have people in LA right now, and if you guys are going to be like Mrs. Marquez, I did a presentation to her house, invited about 14 people, 11 people signed up. 11 times 130, how much do you think she made? Quite a bit, right? But here's what happened. Mr. Long, you make $390 here. Let's just say you only sponsored 1 person tonight. Did you know that the company, and I don't see this much, tomorrow the company will cut you a check for $130, and you might get it between 3 to 5 days depending on your mail in your neighborhood. Is that a good thing when you get paid right away?
Yes.
Instead of waiting 2 weeks or 1 month for other companies, that is called your mailbox money. You get paid daily. That's good, right? That's why a lot of people are excited about this, because when they bring somebody in, they already get $130. That's exciting for a lot of people, especially never had experience of success in network marketing. So you're $390 cash, but here's what's more exciting. Basic number 2, when you bring 3 people, folks, this is another exciting thing, okay? The company will give you a whopping free system when you do this, the 3rd one. And that could happen in 1 day. You can bring 3 people in 1 month or in 1 week. As long as you're within that month, when you bring 3 people, you get a free system. How much is a system worth? $480. Why? 120 times 4 is 480 retail. So if you do that, there's another 480 there. That's an $870 possibility you can make. You get $390 in cash, $480 in product that you can share, you can use, you can sell. It's up to you. But that's exciting, isn't it, when you get a free system? For 3 people, you get $870. In a product-driven company, that's very hard to do. Usually, you get a little bit of money until you build your team on a big one. So this business is catered to the little guys. I didn't want to mean that you're little. I mean they never have experience. Now they have a chance to right away make some good money. Is that good?
Yes.
Now, okay, so this is part 2. Okay, now part 3 is when you want to retire and make a lot of money with this business by sticking to it and commit to the business. Because this is business, this means to say you need to work it as a business. If you want to do it as a hobby, there goes your first 2 part. But for serious people, I think you raise your hand when you want to be a millionaire, right? I've been trying that for a long time, okay? And sometimes timing is important because we are in that situation. So in order for you, this basic stuff, for you to be committed to this and then go for the long term and make a lot of money, here's what happened. Mr. Long, this is you, okay? Your goal is to become a sales manager. There's only 4 positions in this company. You know, there's a dealer, which is, there's not much position. There's a sales manager, a senior manager, senior dealer. There's a master dealer. There's a distributor. And then there is a sales manager. We're going to skip the 3. We're going to go to the top one right away, okay? Because this can be done between 1 month to 6 months. Okay. To become a sales manager, Mr. Long, you need 144 points. Now, let me now go to the basic and do a conclusion on the first 2 process that I just showed you. Okay, so now you join the company, you know the product, you know the package. This is how you get paid now, okay? Let's review. When you join this company, there's 1 package, 4 package, 8 package, and there's a 35 package, correct?
Yes.
You choose. Well, it is simple. Now, obviously, Mr. Long, if you bring a person in the business, how much do you get paid? 130. Basic stuff, okay? It's really simple. I'm just reviewing you guys now. If you were paying attention, or sometimes people, it's not really they don't pay attention. They're thinking who they're going to recruit, okay? So that's why your mind is not here no more, right? It's somewhere there. You're waiting for your cousins and all your relatives who are going to join this business. Now, number 2, if you bring 3 people, which is our basics called R3. Remember this word R3. These are the backbone of this comp plan. Once you know this, if you duplicate it, the rest of the money will come. But you need to know just the basics. So the R3 is based on 3 people. So if you bring 3 people, what happened? You get a free system, correct?
Yeah.
Which is how much?
$480.
$480 retail. So 130 times 3 is 390 plus 480, 870 when you bring 3 people. Are you with me so far?
Yeah.
Now, for those people who want to become a sales manager, remember you need 144 points. Okay, how do we get the 144 points? Number 3, whenever you bring a person, Mr. Long, in this business, each box will give you, number 1, there's 2 ways to get the points. 2 different kinds of points. 1 point. What is this 1 point for? It is for your rank to move up to sales manager, called ranking. Okay, so your goal is to get 144 points. So if you're getting 1 point per box, if you recruited 1 person with 1 box, how many people do you need to get 144 points? If 1 box is 1 person. Simple. How many? 144. Is that hard? Yes, it is. If you do it in 1 day, it's hard, right? But in time, you might. But let me show you how to make it more easier to do this. The company decided to say, okay, let's divide that into 2 months or 3 months, okay? You could go from 2 to 3 months as long as you produce 72 points. So that's much easier, right? 72? Okay, but here's what happened in the past 4 months. Because of the financing, most people, if you're serious and if you have a good leader, if you follow this, they don't go for the 1 system anymore. They go for the 4 systems, correct?
Yeah.
So if you divide this by 4, how many people do you need now? Only 18 people. Are you guys with me? So this one divided by 4, 18, which is now 36 people. It's easier than 144, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, now here's what happened. Did you know that in this company, if you brought this guy here and he produced 72 points, even if you don't have any 2 people, you qualify for the first month already? So all you need to do is find a Maywa, okay? Or Mrs. Marquez, or Mr. Captain Louis. You need 1 guy to build this right away with you. However, you need 3 people to get started because you also need 4 system the second month in order for you to qualify. My goodness, 3 people that can help you do this to go to the sales manager. Now, let's do the math so you don't get confused, okay? So what's going on right now, we have a program called the Fast Start. If you were able to bring 20,000 points, which is 144 points, okay? We're going to go to the 20,000. I'm going to show that right now in a little bit. It's possible. How do you do it? Let me go to the basic. If you get somewhere around 40 people on the Fast Start, okay? Here's how you do it. You bring 3 people, that's 3. If they bring 3, help them get 3. Isn't that 9? And then they get them 3, it's 27. Now you have 39 people plus one person, roughly about 40 people. If you can do this in 1 month, guess what happened? You get another $1,000 bonus.